Well, her and Lana were sitting on the floor. I don't think she wanted to get up.
No, I mean, it was.
Were you into any other British groups like, the Stones and Herman's Hermits and Dave Clark Five and all that? Were you into them at all?
The Stones, I liked a lot of their. Yeah, I liked a lot of their music. Who else? Queen.
Okay, I came a little later. But.
Yeah, I came a little later. Cream, The Doors. I actually went to Vets Memorial and saw the Lovin' Spoonful.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like 2 rows back from the stage. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even remember who went with me. But that was a crazy concert. The Lovin' Spoonful, I'll never forget that. That was a crazy, crazy, crazy concert. And I wasn't really planning on doing it, but somebody had tickets and said, Nick, would you like to go along? I said, sure. Free concert, why not? But it was really good. It was really, really good. Gosh. God, there was so much music back then.
Well, everything was so different. I mean, there was so much variety.
So much variety back then.
Yeah.
And, the Beach Boys were big, and God.
Yeah, it was.
Put my thinking cap on.
Well,
What's really crazy is I'm sitting there thinking what 8 tracks I had in my 56.
Well, sure. Was it 56 or 55?
56.
Oh, okay.
Bel Air.
Yeah, I remember the yellow.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 55 or
No,
something.
it was a 56, and I was trying to remember what 8 tracks I had.
By the way, speaking of that 56, remember when we rebuilt the engine and I don't know who.
Randy and I.
Yeah, at the on the corner of Henderson and High, Standard Oil Station.
Ohio. Yeah.
Ohio.
But Standard Oil. Yeah.
Standard Oil, and got it up and got it running.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who was, but somebody forgot to tighten down the camshaft bolts. Was that you? Because we got it out there and we started to go, and that was it.
Yeah. And let me tell you the end of that story.
Okay.
I borrowed with Mom's signature, went to the bank,
Right.
and borrowed $400 to take that 56 Chevy to Worthman Brothers on Broad Street.
Right.
To have them completely rebuild that engine so I could use that vehicle.
Right.
And I can remember paying, I don't know, it was like $50 or $60 a month on that $400 loan. And I made the payments every month. And got that 56 running. Didn't have any wheel wells inside. I mean, all you saw was engine.
Right.
It was straight engine.
Do you know that car gave me really good luck?
Really?
Yeah, you let me. I needed to get down to Jesus Christ Superstar because they were rehearsing downtown. Somewhere.
Down at Vets?
No, it wasn't at Vets. Maybe RKO Palace, RKO Grand, one of the
Could have been. Yeah, probably Palace.
So anyway, they were rehearsing down there.
Yeah.
And I drove that car down there.
I didn't know that.
And got the job.
Wow.
To go on that tour.
Oh, man.
With that car. And I mean, the car was kind of shaky, in terms of, I mean, it ran good and, and all that. But yeah, because I had no vehicle at the time. And you let me borrow that car to take down there.
Yeah, wow.
So, anyway.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was, do you know who sold me that car?
Ronnie Klein.
Yeah.
Ronnie, who passed away because
3 months.
Yeah.
Went to Nam. We got the knock on the door.
Oh God.
3 months.
You ready?
And he told me he sold it to him for $325.
Is that right?
Yeah. And he told me, he said, Nick, take care of my car because when I come back, I'm going to buy it back. And I said, okay, you got it. And there was a big to-do about me buying that car.
Why?
Mom and I butted heads about that because Uncle Jim,
oh boy,
was going to give me free the Comet. he had the white, was it a Ford Comet?
Mercury Comet.
Mercury Comet.
Was it Uncle Jim or Uncle Gus?
No, it was Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim. And none
Because
of
I ended up with a Comet.
nobody could figure out why I would turn down a free vehicle to buy a 56 Chevy.
Well,
And Mom and I went round and round and round about that. Finally, I just said I really didn't care what she said. I was going to buy the car, and I did.
you want to know how the world is even smaller? Ronnie's sister was Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sharon married David Shaw, the bass player of Reflection,
Right, I remember
on
him.
stage at Sangria on a Sunday night.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
And
Sharon
I
Klein.
went to Sangria all the time
Right.
to watch
It
you
was a
guys.
Sunday night. It was a big deal. I mean, the place was packed.
Yeah.
And they got married on stage between sets
Wow.
at Sangria. And that was Ronnie's sister.
I have a good memory of Sangria.
Yeah.
You guys were playing,
Yeah. That's
and
good.
I always wanted you to do Mac.
Oh.
Always. And you would do me a favor, and you'd do Mac. Now, I can remember that venue. There was an upstairs,
Yes.
okay? And you were upstairs singing Mac
Right.
with, the band downstairs.
Right.
And I was in absolute heaven. I mean, I you couldn't have played that song enough times. I mean, you guys did.
Do you have a recording of it?
I have the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I think I have the record.
Well,
45?
yeah. I can get you a digital recording of it if you want.
Yeah, we probably want the digital recording. And then I can remember one night there,
I've got the original tape it was recorded.
Pete, the drummer,
Yeah.
forgot his last name.
Goldharp.
Goldberg, yeah, okay. He was very mad one night during a break. And it was about his life being an open book.
Well, there's a reason for that.
And I'm thinking to myself, Pete, you made it an open book, man. You talk about it all the time.
Pete used to Pete got laid a lot.
Oh, I know.
He used to say, "Yeah, I'm easy, but I get laid a lot." That was his motto. Well, so he was a good guy.
I liked him though.
Yeah, always super likable guy.
He's a super nice
But
guy.
I think he alone was probably the reason why half the women in the bar.
Was that Reflection?
That was Reflection.
That was
The
Reflection.
original four-piece, yeah.
Yeah, four-piece.
Danny Westbrook, who was in the Dubonnaise.
Yeah.
Pete, David Chow, who married
Right.
Ronnie's sister, and me.
Oh, so Bobby wasn't involved.
Oh no, not then. But that came down. Bobby Oxendorf came later.
But that was still Reflection
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
Bobby.
It stayed Reflection all the way up through me and Dennis.
Okay.
Okay.
I can remember at a club. I don't even know where it was. Matter of fact, I think I was on the road, and you were playing a Holiday Inn.
Yeah. No. Brown Derby.
It might have been Brown Derby. But
Yeah.
I can remember Oxendorf.
Oh no! That was a Holiday Inn.
It was a Holiday Inn, and I think it was a Holiday Inn in Cambridge.
Could have been, yes.
And I was staying there, and I came down.
Was there a girl singing in the band? Was Susan Weber in the band?
I don't recall. All I can remember was I was just in awe of Bobby Oxendorf. He laid on his back on the stage and was kicking that guitar
Yep.
like crazy.
Yep.
I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, he was one hell of a lead guitar player.
Oh, sad about Bobby.
Improv, man. He could.
Oh, yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
His dad had an advertising company, and it was they sold like trinkets, like matches, and different
Oh, yeah.
things.
Yeah,
And he took it over. But
Yeah.
I saw Bobby not too many years ago, and his left hand is real arthritic. Now he can still play a little, but it's nothing like it was.
Right.
And I felt that he came out to see these guys live, and
Yeah. Wow.
But, yeah.
Do you ever talk to Dennis much?
You know what? Dennis and I had lunch this past year. He's living in Columbus now. He's remarried. Okay. Yeah, we had lunch. And
how many years were you guys a duo?
We were a duo from 81 to 83.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember you guys used to do a lot of VFW halls.
We did a lot of, yeah. We did a lot. The duo traveled a lot. I mean, it was a full-time gig, and we were on the road. We were playing 5 and 6 nights a week.
Yeah, that was something.
Good money, but the problem was is you were on the road 5 or 6 nights a week.
Yeah. Did you ever do a gig with a Fifth Order? You and the Fifth Order on the same ticket?
If we did, it would have been as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Was it Valley Day?
What happened was the Wildlife, which was a band that had a pretty big recording, the Outsiders. I can't wait forever. The Outsiders. And they were top billing, and then the Wildlife was there too. Mm-hmm. I forget what the song was. Well, anyway, and there was 2 or 3 other bands that played before them, and we were one of the early bands. And the reason we were earlier was because we had another gig to go to on the same day. We had to go down to Hideaway Hills and play that night.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it was at Valley Dale, and it was us. I think it was the Rebounds, then the Fifth Order. No, the Dantes. Us, the Rebounds, the Dantes, the Fifth Order, Wildlife, and Outsiders all on one bill at Valley Dale. And but they wanted us to play closer towards the end of the thing, you know, because we'd done Dance Party and all that stuff, and so we had kind of a name around. Right. And but we couldn't. They wanted us on the bill, but we couldn't do it later in the day. We had to do it earlier.
Right.
And but yeah, I think that may have been the time that we were on the same bill with them.
I used to I'd hear the Fifth Order, man. There was something about their sound.
Well, yeah, his name was Jeff Fenholt. I mean, Billy Carroll. Here's the kicker.
Just the sound of the band.
Well, yeah, they were using Rickenbacker guitars.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Jeff had a blonde Rickenbacker.
Okay.
And
it was
the
just
bass
a
player
different
had
sound.
Yeah, they had a bass. It was Rick. Yeah, they were using Rickenbacker guitars. And Billy Carroll was not the greatest singer. You know, he was good. He was a good front man. Okay, and then they had Jeff on guitar, and then they had. I forget now, was Muff Comfort playing drums? Anyway, it was five piece. Yeah. Guitar, bass, drums, and Billy. And
they were good.
But they were good, and they did some nice writing and stuff. But here's what happened. When Fenholt got in the band, every once in a while they would feature his voice. I mean, I don't know if you remember Jeff's voice, okay? But, I mean, I never heard a voice like that. And
well, his mom was a voice teacher. She was an opera singer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he came out and he would sing "When a Man Loves a Woman."
Yeah.
And the women were throwing their clothes at him.
Oh man.
I mean,
sure.
They were,
Well, he wasn't exactly an ugly guy.
Well, but